Welcome back to Wow Drama Stories, where you get all the drama from a safe distance. In our first story, OP discovers that she has a half-brother that she's never met. And in story number 2, the timestamp for that is in the description box, OP discovers something really strange in his hamburger, but decides to hang on to it. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories. Story number 1, OP writes, I, 16 female, had a massive disagreement with my sister, 19. We recently found out that we have a 10-year-old brother. Sister found out that my mother has basically been keeping dad away from his son. We don't know all the details, but my sister revealed my mom knew since brother's mom was pregnant. She since then gave dad an ultimatum of us or them. My dad has apparently only seen him twice his entire life, which made it clear that he has chosen us. I think it's really unfortunate for my brother, but nothing that my sister and I can do about it. My sister wants to say something about it, but I told her it's not our place to intervene in our parents' problems. We are their children and are in a position of a child. We shouldn't intervene in adult business, which frankly is also none of our concerns anyway. My sister says I'm wrong. If we don't say anything, nothing will change for him. On the other hand, I feel that we should respect the decisions that have been made by the adults, our parents. Am I in the wrong? I love my mom and dad, so please don't be too harsh on them. OP, I don't think you are the a-hole in this situation. You're a 16-year-old. You're not a child anymore for sure, but not an adult yet either, and still living under your parents' roof, so I can understand that you don't want to rock the boat, you don't want problems in your home life. But I disagree with you where you say that it's none of your business or concern. Well, it is. It's your half-brother, so I do understand why your sister wants to talk about it and meet him. The cat is out of the bag now, OP, and you've got an elephant in the room, and it should be talked about. It's okay if you're not ready to meet your half-brother, but it sounds like your 19-year-old sister really does. But let's see what other people have to say about this. Someone writes, yeah, you are the a-hole. If your dad cheated on your mom and a child came from that child 100% deserves to have his dad in his life and to know his half-siblings. I get that your mom is hurt, but this kid is innocent and is suffering for something he had zero say in. If your parents were split at the time, he's still your dad's responsibility. Unfortunately, adults don't always make the right choice. We aren't perfect, no matter how much we want to be. Sometimes it helps to get other perspectives or opinions. Your parents may not listen to you, but you can definitely talk to them about it. If they do listen, then maybe your brother's life can be changed for the better. And if they don't listen, then at least you tried. Someone else says, you are the a-hole. You both are entitled to your own opinions of the situation. She's 19 and technically an adult, free to make her own choices. You may disagree with them, but it's her choice. You can make your own choice to not ask questions or get involved, and she should respect your decision. Learning something of this magnitude is incredibly difficult, and you may have a different way of coping than your sister. She may need to express how she feels to your parents, get more information to help process everything, or need to feel hurt, to name a few. Your mother can't, quote, keep your father from having a relationship with his son, unquote. She may have given an ultimatum, but ultimately it's his choice, and your sister may need help coming to terms with that. Neither approach is wrong, but trying to tell your sister what to do is. And somebody else comments, I think you are right to avoid telling your parents what to do here, but I also don't feel like your sister's desire to confront your parents over this situation is wrong either. Your mother's anger is justified. Having a younger half-brother means your dad was cheating on your mom with some other woman when you were little. Does that mean it was the right decision to keep you and your sister in the dark about his existence and force your dad to ignore him? Probably not. And it is sad for your brother that he doesn't know his father. But again, that isn't your relationship to police. If I were you, I'd focus on determining what kind of relationship you want to try to forge with your brother or not, rather than arguing with your sister about how to confront your parents or not. Let's get a final comment. Someone says, you and your sister have a half-brother, and you both should get to voice your opinions over whether you would like to try and have a relationship with him. Well, OP, I think you got some pretty good advice here from the community. I think the main obstacle really is your mother and how she feels about all of this. But ultimately, it is your half-brother, and if you choose to have a relationship with him at some point, whether now or later, that is your decision, that is your choice. And the same goes for your sister and, well, for your father as well. And on to story number 2. OP writes, throw away because I don't want this to be associated with my main account. I, 25 male, had gotten hungry during the day and I wanted to pick something up on my way to my commute. I decided to get a burger so that I would not be famished for the rest of the day. However, I discovered a strange object in my burger as I ate it. Out of my mouth, I pulled an inedible substance that looked heavily similar to a fingernail, and I was absolutely disgusted upon the sight of it. Yet I did not know what to do at that point. Appalled and shocked, I left the nail in an empty cup in my cup holder and continued with my day until I actually figured out what to do with it. My girlfriend believes I've gone insane for keeping the nail with me in a plastic Ziploc bag until I actually figure out what to do with it. I told her she would be an idiot to think that this unhygienic behavior is acceptable, and unsurprisingly, she called me an a-hole for that and left. Am I the a-hole? Oh, OP, no, I do not think you're the a-hole. I think it's a bit strange. Why are you still holding on to it? What are you going to do with it? Why haven't you done anything with it yet? Those are some of my questions, OP. But let's hear what other people have to say about it. Someone writes, what? What do you mean, quote, what to do with it, unquote? I mean, either you take a pic or bring it to the restaurant and try to get a refund, right? Why keep it around? Info. And somebody else says, not the a-hole, but weird. What are you trying to figure out? Take a pic or take it back. Either way, complain and then throw it out. Either way doesn't deserve the reaction from your girlfriend. And someone else writes, not the a-hole, but I totally understand why your girlfriend is creeped out. Either take it to the restaurant and ask for a refund or throw it away. Carrying it around with you like some kind of token or trophy is weird. Someone else comments, not the a-hole, but really you should notify the restaurant about what you found and what day plus time you were in there. Rarely does a fingernail make it into food on accident. Either someone was clipping their nails in the kitchen, which is a no-no for this exact reason, or someone put it in your food on purpose, which is an even grosser no-no. Yeah, there's a chance that it made it into the patty at their central commissary, but more likely at the restaurant itself. Anyway, they need to know. If they get/had other complaints, they might be able to narrow down which employee is responsible, cause that crap is nasty. And a final comment, not the a-hole. Weird though. I guess you can make a voodoo doll? Well, OP, the community pretty much nailed this one. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But you've got some good advice there. Go back, complain, but just stop walking around with this thing in a Ziploc bag. No wonder your girlfriend is freaked out. That's it for this edition of Wow Drama Stories. If you did like this, please give it the thumbs up and consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload again. Until next time, wishing you a drama-free life.